Welcome to MOTV number 21. And I'm back. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Who would have thought? Oh, wait. Yeah,
Everybody's been waiting for Hadi to come back.
exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
What's up,
inshallah.
guys? What's up,
Hadi had
guys?
to,
I've been
inshallah, Hadi had to
Hadi,
take a moment of leave for
prayer.
Ramadan.
exactly.
Yeah,
Um,
I've been too
so,
busy, man.
parental leave.
alhamdulillah,
Thankfully,
he's
I
okay.
am I'm back with the boys.
Yes,
Yes,
the
alhamdulillah, Hadi
motive
has
is a
joined us.
non-discriminating employer.
Exactly.
Really, I'm inclusive.
Respects everybody's qualities.
Exactly.
Exactly. I'm
Strength.
very exactly. Alhamdulillah. We had all cultures.
All
And
right.
inshallah, we accept everybody.
I'm back in Ottawa.
Yeah, welcome back,
So,
Andrew.
damn,
How
I
does it
really
feel?
envisioned when I pull up to Ottawa. The first episode back would be you and I on the beach. Really, there's no
I
fucking.
I think it's a little too
shit
early
going
for
on.
that, but yeah.
There's
Raining.
we don't got the facilities to do no Drake and Lil Yachty type podcast, Habibti.
Oh, I guess that's why. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have that, bro. It's also raining because it's Ottawa, so what do you expect? But yeah,
Want
man.
want to actually locate myself based on the weather. Like check the weather. I'm like, oh, it's gonna rain in 2 hours. These days,
Better
okay, let's better
shit.
go. Like, better go a few hours. Wherever south.
Exactly,
Ottawa.
like I have to measure, like I have to really calculate it because if it's like a 3 hour rainstorm and it's a 2 hour flight to Dubai,
Oh,
then I'm out, right? Like I'm not gonna be wasting no time.
that's
So
not a 2 hour flight, bro. I know where you're at.
I don't know what
But,
private jet you're flying with, but clearly it's not as fast as mine.
bro, you must
That's
be
a new Concorde right there.
flying on the the Russian military's newest equipment.
And how are you not?
I'm Jason Calacanis. I don't deal with unethical businesses.
Uh,
All American.
excuse me? Uber?
Well,
That's like his biggest
shit.
investment. That's like the
He
only
managed.
reason
He
he's with.
managed that investment.
He manages
Is
it.
Uber unethical? Uber
I just
unethical?
yeah,
Why?
their entire business model was of the fact that they would be able to pay their employees less.
It's not unethical. That's good business.
That's not good business. They weren't profitable for like fucking 10 years, bro.
I don't think they're profitable now.
Good business.
Well, yeah, paying employees less is finding ways to pay employees less is good business. Not being profitable is
But you were saying that it's ethical.
show.
Not ethical.
How is it not ethical? What's
Because
unethical about it?
they can't make living wages off of that.
Says who?
Says them.
Cat. That's the media.
Oh, okay, of course. That makes sense. That must be it.
Yeah.
Alright. Yo. Alright, so today I think this is gonna be an intermission podcast, and that's why I'm wearing, this beautiful unicorn shirt, because as those who are intellectually inclined would be familiar with the term unicorn, meaning a company that is valued at over 1 billion, which is obviously in our futures. And as I say that, for motive also could be a potential to be some high value business, and I would like to discuss future motive plans. I always planned actually episode 20 to be this way. Conveniently enough, it's going to be like this. So that the set deadline was like after 20 episodes, I'm gonna reflect on every single one of them and really see what we need to work on, what we need to try to work towards, and what we expect of ourselves in the future. And so, looking back at our pod in the past, 20 weeks, it's really just been trying to keep it going, and we really want to get like we just wanted to have it smooth, get the process going, get comfortable with doing podcasts and speaking and whatnot, and getting more familiar with, like, try to get that entertainment vocabulary out there. And so now that we've done about to be 21 weeks of podcasting, I definitely think that we are now capable of stepping it up and trying to get some more high quality content out there, so that we can get more reach and have more quality for our viewers and try to build up our following. So what I plan to talk about was, well, my notes here on what Cal gave me for Christmas.
That was
Amazing.
pretty wholesome.
Corgi draft notes. Shout out to Cal. So we're discussing. So I wanted to discuss like an expansion of the content that we're going to do. Something Andrew and I talked about a little bit yesterday when we went playing pool, and after I went and picked up some stuff. And then there's expansion of content, getting short form out there. We want to really like identify our target audience. We want to talk about automated processes, not too much because that's probably more like a me thing. And then about structural changes that we're gonna have in Motive. So, and then we could also talk about Motive Live and how we want to go on that. But so for right now, in like an overhaul sort of sense, this honestly it depends entirely on how much effort we want to put into this, but in terms of expanding kind of forms of content that we want to do, what would that include is the question. So what kind of content do we want to put out there? Is it just going to be based entirely on the podcast? Do you want to sort of expand it into making other things other than just, potentially short form content based off of our long form? Or do we want to expand it to something more? Maybe we'll want to get some sort of automated process that like tweets out things that we say, like quotes and stuff. That would be also something that we could build off of from one of our bots that we make. We could have like email list, of course, something we talked about before, and a bunch of other things. So I just want to know from you gentlemen, what kind of content do we want to expand into, if we want to expand at all, and what do you guys feel like for the future of Motive?
So there's two buckets of content. One is based, as in terms of getting more people who would, like, for example, Motive podcasts. So, for example, TikTok clips are not really entertainment based content. It's just quite the content with the goal of getting people onto our long form content, just to spread awareness. It's basically marketing. And then there is stuff like Motive Pod, which is the point. I want to keep things that are like the point pretty limited, because I want to do a quality over quantity approach. And quality can mean two things: either improving this itself rather than having a million different versions of it, and also quality just means doing things that are true to us. So, like, for example, I don't really want on command Twitter bot shooting out things that I may or may I have said. I don't really. It's kind of risky, and I don't really appreciate that image that it ends up drawing. So I think clips are a big thing. I want to get us some sort of set that we can be together, because I want to be linking up every Sunday all summer long. Then also, we can talk about a potential getting more people on here, like getting guests, maybe multiple guests in a podcast. And then also, maybe we can shoot like a skit or something if there's something I want to do it about. I'm thinking we should just record like a party or something comes to it. I don't know if we would necessarily plan a party. I don't think that makes sense right now. We could plan an art gallery. I'd be down for that.
Actually, sounds kind of cool.
And yeah. Except for that, I don't want to effort to go and make a ton of other forms of content at the moment. I just want to get the clips. I want to get
For sure.
people on it.
Absolutely, like we're getting the clips are probably probably the number one priority for what we're gonna tackle on next. The collabs are definitely interesting. I think once we get the studio, that'd be pretty dope, and it'd be like a lot more feasible for these people to actually want to come.
We're getting a studio?
Well, talks about it.
Oh.
I think yes, we definitely can get a studio, but yeah, so yeah, we're definitely gonna get the studio. We're definitely gonna need to get in person, of course. We had to meet up in Sunday every single day. I mean every single week. And so in terms of collabs and the skits, I actually really like that. I mean like I don't know necessarily if that's where we want to go in that direction where we kind of go where like when we do like actual true form videos that have subjects and like an actual theme. Um like skits and stuff. Maybe that would be actually fun to do. Like I definitely see that like parties and stuff like that with the boys or whatnot. Um yeah, we definitely could touch into that, but that will come later, I think, once we refine more of these things. In terms of in terms of short form content, I mean, yeah, it is really just outreach, right? Like we're just putting our stuff out there. So I think that's pretty much like what we're gonna be expanding on now. But in terms of the future, I do definitely want to like try a bunch of different things, you know, like I want to try like cool little videos if we have the time. Maybe I'll hit, you know, like I don't want to limit ourselves to anything in particular. Not in the sense of like we want to play the game. We're obviously always gonna have some Sunday pod, but I definitely think we should I definitely think we should spice it up every now and then. Like it's it's not gonna be like you know we always do just like the same thing. You know, I think we definitely could get that as you said before, that experience that we were trying to captivate, like in Apple's commercial to buy like what was it, the Apple Watch or something. So
What was that?
the commercial for the Apple one where they were showing all the lights and stuff, it was like what was it kind of like I don't even remember the commercial, but you know what I'm talking about. You showed it to me, right?
No, I don't know.
You don't remember that commercial? It was like a commercial for Apple.
Like the language one?
I think so.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, you want to start using into that?
Yes, exactly. I want to give into that. You know, we want to have our own clips, right? Like we want to have clips of stuff like that happening. So,
Yeah.
anyways,
And
but
yeah, we can like film us playing soccer. We can film us boxing.
yeah, dude, we should definitely film our soccer games. What the hell? Oh my God, we need to do that today, dude. I mean, tomorrow. We need to set that up. Okay, yeah, perfect.
Wait,
In
what?
terms of okay, that's good. So yeah, that's okay. So for our target audience, I mean, like, I didn't really want to put a label particularly on it, and maybe we don't have to talk about that right now. But yeah, actually, no, we don't have to talk about that now. We'll talk about it some other time. For automated processes, that's just something that I got to work on for email lists, if potentially if that's what we want to work on.
The email list, the text messages. Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be dope. We definitely should
But
get
that's
that.
I don't think that's automated. I think that's just manual. In fact, I can do that this week.
Okay, okay, sure. All right, if that's what you want, yeah. And so yeah, then I was gonna discuss like structural changes. I think we definitely have to like be more be more concise on like the work we're supposed to be doing. So I suggest that we potentially get on like a Notion or like a Google Drive or Google Doc where we have like actual things that we do and like at some certain time per week we just like or not actually no time per week. We just like add things that need to be done and then we do them. Like there's no like we don't need to do any meeting shit. Like none of that useless shit. Like we just it would be like a continuous thing that we may think of that we need to do and we add it and then we just act out and try to continue on completing those tasks. So maybe they're like recurring tasks. Like every week, we always have a recurring task. It's like post X amount of short form content. Um,
Sounds
get
fine.
You want to get the processes unlocked.
pardon?
You want to get the processes unlocked.
Exactly. So we wanna really like edge this stuff out so we can you know have smooth transitionings in the future, especially when we're like gonna rely more and more on these scripts that will take care of these things for us. So the long term goal is that we get some in-house bots that can actually do this stuff for us. Obviously, we want to have as minimal effort as required, but we still want to have growth nonetheless. So that's something we'll be focusing on. Um, yeah, and that's pretty much all I want to discuss like right now. there's obviously more that I want to talk about, but like that's all we'll talk about for now. Yo, so what about Motive Live, bro? What about actual content? What are we feeling for Motive Live?
Uh
The IRL.
Yeah,
oh, like
IRL.
yeah,
IRL.
like
IRL is tough.
yeah, like sorry. Here's the thing.
Don't really have any leverage.
yeah, I have no idea what we could do.
Well, I mean, like here's the thing. Everybody's probably wanting to do a party. I don't like. We don't
We
have.
can't just do that now, you know.
Well, yeah, we'd have to set it up.
It's a little
Yeah.
too out of reach for the time
Well,
being.
perhaps. Yeah, maybe so. That's quite unfortunate, but I think we definitely should work something out. Like we should definitely try something. I mean, we have 4 months. Like, what else are we gonna be doing, right? Like,
Community meet, maybe. Grab all our fan bases. Grab all our fan base. Motive Live meetup.
that'd be dope. Yeah, everybody gets turns on the pod, bro. That'd be fire, man. We could have like, what is that? Like, what was that guy? What was that guy's name? I forgot, bro. But like the guy who always debates people in public with the signs and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I've seen
We
a
do,
few of
Crowder,
those. It's been a while, but I've seen a few of those like a few months back.
Motive Live could like actually just be like it could just be like the skit content that we want to film. Like parts of like
Yeah,
hype
we
for
could.
Motive Live could be like skit content
We
that
just
we
want to
make.
do dumb, funny
Yeah, we could
shit.
use that. We could use that definitely. We can like
Exactly.
get our
We
like
just tell our fan base we're filming this. Pull up if you'd like, and
exactly,
then
yeah.
we would like crash it. Like imagine like we get like imagine you had like 50,000 subscribers, and you said pull up Ottawa right now. Boom, everybody pulls up. Then you have like some crazy people doing some crazy little stuff. Like we could have like water gun fight, stuff like that. I feel like stuff like that would be cool for promotion of Motive Live towards the end of when we actually have something like Motive Live. Especially because if somebody like is a recurring like a recurring guest on or like they continue to show up to these like skit events when we record them, they'd be that much more likely to show up to the actual Motive thing. So
Yeah.
like and I would imagine that repeat customers or repeat like people who show up are probably people we want there. You know what I mean? Like I don't think
Mhm.
yeah, I don't think I need to explain myself anymore. Anyways. But yeah, I think that'd be dope. Motive Live promotion as skits. Other than that, I don't really have anything to say publicly because, we don't want to spill our trade secrets. But what we need to keep doing and what we stopped a little bit was we need to talk about our weekly goals and we need to make sure that we hit them. I think the exam season got to us a little too much, so we got to make sure that we still stay on track in that respect. So, did you guys continue to make weekly goals and would you say you've hit them in the past few weeks? Or let's say like talk about months. Let's talk about how we've felt in the past month.
Well, I definitely felt like I had to really start, putting in putting in my all as exam season came in. I just tried to put all my time towards my exams. So basically, you know, even though I was kind of slacking here and there, I felt like I did a considerable job uh, in the end. But I definitely thought, I could have put much more effort into what I could have. But yeah, other than that, I didn't have really much to reflect on. Um, but yeah, that's
What about
pretty
you, Andrew?
much it.
I had a lot to reflect on this month because I moved away for 8 months and it was probably the most it was most experience that changed me the most out of like any experience in my life, like in terms of the rate of change. So transformative, yeah, that's the word. Like it was the most transformative experience of my life up to this point. And goals wise, I was definitely slacking. I I stopped like setting weekly goals, and I didn't really necessarily have my force leading me forward. My vision became very blurry, and I've sort of just been waiting to get home. My biggest reflections are an understanding of how sort of business different um disciplines in business on like an academic level can come together to create good business models. And the reason that this is important to me is because I think that business businesses are kind of like humans in that they're hard to change once they mature, and that's when it really matters. So, for example, people who don't start exercising at a young age find it very hard to start that when they're older. It's much easier to do it when your brain's more elastic. Now, a lot of startups come up with exciting product ideas. They're very innovative, seem to have people that love the product, and they start doing that business. However, unsophisticated, educated business models then mature into businesses that are annoying to run. And I just want to have as little of these problems as possible as my business is mature. For example, let's say you run a business for 15 years. For that time, you could create a ton of different businesses over those 15 years that then operate on very, very different paradigms with very, very different levels of issues, with very different levels of profits. So you could put in the same amount of effort for the same amount of time, let's say 15 years, so it's prolonged, and you would get out very, very different businesses, not very, very different products. That's sort of obvious already to me. Obviously, you're in different industries. There's tons of different products being put out every day. However, just like from like across everyone, not even an investor will look at, oh, these businesses are all on like New York Stock Exchange. They're all like A-level businesses. Like different levels. Like you could have a medium-sized business, you could have a large-sized business, but you're fuck. Do I have the paper here? Basically,
I
or
like that kiss
before.
you
Sorry.
gave me. I said I like the
That?
kiss you just gave me.
Oh shit. My fault. Like for example, I wrote down a few like 5 or 6 different things last week, and just they're just some examples of that the unsophisticated entrepreneur doesn't necessarily think about when they're starting their business out because it doesn't matter at the small scale. However, once you get to a large scale, it's too late to change them because business models sort of um, business models are very much written at the start of a business's cycle. It's very hard to change them at the end. However, you find yourself, like for example, take a look at all of the unprofitable unicorns, Snapchat, Uber. We could name so many. These were all very innovative products with very charismatic, effective leaders at the start. However, they ended up being unsuccessful businesses. And the reason that I care about this is that I think that the most likely way to get rich is to create a business on very good principle. The entrepreneurs of the business that I just talked about are very rich, despite the fact that their businesses are not profitable and have a plethora of issues. However, it's unlikely to get there. It is more likely that these people would have actually been kicked out of as CEO before they would have been able to become personally wealthy. So, even though if this happens to me, I mean, I'd be greatly happy. However, it's much more likely in that scenario that if you build what is kind of by principle, from like an academic standpoint, a bad business, that you would personally also not off of that business. So while there is definitely lessons to be learned from people like, for example, Sam Bankman-Fried, who can quote unquote play the system, I have a new focus as well. My biggest focus is on learning these studied business disciplines, because I don't want to be relearning. I don't want to be learning stuff that has been written in business books in academia. for ages. So I have a new appreciation for business study, and I understand how this will play into my entrepreneurship. I need to do both at the same time. For example, I'm still trying to grow my poster business, which could be a print-on-demand business. It could be a photo business. It could be a plethora of things. I'm still trying to grow this. However, I don't unless there is truly an opportunity, unless it's right in front of me that I have to university in order to fix this business. Sorry, in order to run this business, as in, like there's a big investment, or there is like $1 million in revenue or something. Unless this occurs to me, because that could be more like out of luck. This occurs to me like right away. I'm not going to plan on leaving university, because even as a CEO outside of university, I see myself as always learning new business strategy, and I think that's the game I'm playing. I want to basically very knowledgeable in this. And one person that I reference is Jeff Bezos, who was, as the story goes, worked on Wall Street for a long time and then started Amazon. Obviously, Amazon is a business that is fundamentally very good in its business model, and we know this because he kept on writing these letters throughout its time, telling when it wasn't profitable, telling investors exactly why this is actually good and why it'll become profitable, and that's exactly what happened. Amazon is now very successful. So I'm doing both, and I had to think about the case of me graduating and how I feel. And the thing is, absolutely, I would feel sad if I were to graduate with really no money to my name. But the thing is, my new perspective is that when I feel sad, that's fine. But as long as I just don't think that it's effective for me to try to drop out. I am basically trying to become the best business person possible, and that'll just require me to be an entrepreneur and a student at the same time. And again, it doesn't make sense for me to play into things that are unlikely, not from a wit standpoint or a personal input standpoint or a personal discipline standpoint. They're unlikely just from what the universe gives you back when you put in standpoint. And being where I am, I actually can't. It's actually maybe not really smart for me to relate to a lot of people who come from much less than me and try to basically grind and hustle out. I am very smart in math at the level I am. Like I do go to a good university, so having these things with me, I actually can take paths that just wouldn't be an option to a lot of the people who have influenced my thinking about university. Like, for example, if I actually continue to try to grow my businesses and it doesn't work, then I go and become, let's say, an investment banker. It's actually good for me because, number one, I am earning a high salary, which is, I want to become wealthy either way. So at that point, it's just up to how much of it I save. And number two, I am actually rapidly learning more and more about different industries. And though it's still important to make the distinction of not being stagnant and not being not innovative amongst known business principle, it is also incorrect for me to basically swing all the way from that and just be completely innovative. Because again, having the goal of becoming financially wealthy, I'm just going to play into what is most likely to make me achieve that. And so basically, I'm just pairing both. I'm pairing, age-old principle and study with continued, innovative thinking. And I think that the big dock a lot of time for academic study of business, stuff like that, is that, like, for example, if you're an investor, they'll look at business numbers and say, oh well, this is just right now. Numbers right now don't tell what a business will do later. However, for example, if I actually understand what these numbers mean and how they work very well, then I could create a SaaS product that automatically helps a business increase numbers. Like for example, let's just take something very, very simple. Like a business's revenue. It's probably the most simple factor. But then there's like literally a million different things that you could look at to track a business's success, and the way that investors do track business success. And it's not very innovative. It's very current, like it's in the moment. It doesn't talk about what will happen in the future. However, if I created a product that would, or if I innovated on that, as in not innovating on a product, but innovating on actually like business processes based on what is right now, like what is the status quo, and then innovate on that sense, there's actually a lot of money to be made there. So yeah, I'm just looking for more likely ways to get rich, and I find that that is a lot of times doing things that are more deterministic.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's me, and obviously we have a good diversification in our group, so we're bound to succeed.
Yo, yeah, absolutely, bro. Like, I mean, for what it's worth, I feel like what we've been discussing has diverged a lot lately, based primarily on what we truly want out of our careers. And I just find it interesting, like
it's very true. And that's what I was saying yesterday. That's very interesting.
exactly right. Like that's where we diverge, like so on principle, there's not much that I could add in regards to like the specifics. However, like just like just try to make sure that if you commit to something like this, especially commit to university, that you know what you're getting yourself into when you get out of it, right? Like you gotta like understand what it means to be an investment banker before you to make this decision to stay, because I mean I know you don't even want to do it, right? Like or for the most part it seems like there's more that you could do with your time, as you've prefaced already. So when it comes to these big commitments, make sure that you understand like there's no paranoia that comes with understanding and being organized. And as you said, talking about sophistication, you want to be very sophisticated when making these decisions anyway. And I think the biggest thing that I learned for me was when I was applying for universities, I actually just like I never really put any thought into it, and I think that's one of like the biggest hindrances that I have right now. I think that was like one of the worst. Yeah, you were talking yesterday of like what are big losses. I think that might have been my biggest loss because I never thought about it, and I never planned ahead because I just didn't care to, and that ignorance, frankly, set me far back, far more behind than I actually could have been. I could have been in a lot better position. However, I wasn't because I didn't take my due diligence. Yeah. So make sure you do that. Other than that, dude, like, yeah, bro, get your wealth as much as you as in many ways as you can. Like, there's never a right answer, bro. Like, Jeff Bezos had the capital to start Amazon as a book company, and then it became everything else because he probably had a lot of skills beforehand. And Steve Jobs fucking meditated for like 20 years before he started Apple, and then he was able to do it. So, there's
my point and thesis is that the Amazon case is not only much more deterministic, being able to achieve that, also in terms of the kind of saying of shoot the moon, you land stars, which I know doesn't make sense, but
of course,
the Amazon case could have actually landed still amongst huge successes, whereas the Steve Jobs case, if it failed, it would have failed to. If it didn't achieve that, it would have to nothing. So that's why, and I don't that's not just about less of a risk tolerance or a different risk tolerance. That's also about not trying to be somebody who I'm not. I don't want to look. I don't want to, because you can agree at the very least that if somebody tries to pull out kind of special difference in themselves, and they don't have that special difference, because if they did, they wouldn't know it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You disagree?
Yeah. No, I agree. I absolutely agree.
If I were to look for a talent in myself, then that would, in some ways, often means that I don't have that talent, because otherwise I wouldn't have to. Now,
yeah, you don't notice things
so
that seem
if I
intuitive to you,
right, and that's why in some sense there's not much to say, which is also why then I go on tangents. As in, these talents will just, if these talents exist within me, they'll come out along the journey. However, having the goal being clear, which is something you encouraged me to do, now all I can do is just be as deterministic about it as possible. I really do stress that there were a lot of factors playing into the Steve Jobs case, which were outside of Steve Jobs' control.
I definitely agree with that. Like, I actually, you know what? I do believe that that's the case for a lot of things. But I'm also a big proponent of the determinism. Like, especially, we talk about, like, we've been talking a lot about probabilities. Like, if you increases your chances, it's pretty set in stone that something could occur towards whatever you want to happen. Had you been very deliberate in making that happen, and
Yeah.
but like as you said though, when it comes to determinism, like not not everything is so deterministic as it may seem, and I think it's important to note that regardless of how sophisticated or pre-planned one may be, regardless of that fact, Steve Jobs still was able to make something of himself. And I do think that's applicable to all these things. Not to say that it's luck, but what I'm trying to say is that I think applying fluidity in how you process your information may serve you a different perspective. I'm not saying that it could be the correct one. However, I'm a very big proponent of both having that determinism but maintaining fluidity with the plans. As in, if you keep your plan simple, you probably would cover large breadths of possibilities. And so I try to stay pretty fluid while also getting as many things as I don't know if I'm explaining correctly, but like this what I imagine determinism, I imagine it as like very rigorous planning, very rigorous, um, very rigorous attention to detail, and moreover, very, very specific ways to do things. But when I talk about fluidity, I more or less imagine so that it's a more of a present thing. It's more of like a present decision
Yeah.
and that's an extreme case. So just keep in mind that there are like other approaches, and don't ever let one thing set in stone be your core value to how you make decisions, because that's a limited perspective of looking at reality. Not to say that it's wrong or right, but it's always good to have more information. Anyways,
So going forward, it'll always be important to bring in more of the right people. Obviously, hard to find, but that's why Motive is around.
yeah, bro,
So,
that's definitely super important, man. And yeah, man, we're gonna try to make it happen, bro. Like, um, but yeah, man, like, we're gonna have to. I really think that we're gonna have to try to make some more sophisticated systems in our own lives, and furthermore, we're gonna have to try to set up like some. We're gonna have to set up some like. We're gonna have to put in a lot of effort to actually make these things happen. I think for me, I've expected it to just come very naturally, and I think that's one of the big things I have to try to like get rid of as a perspective, because um that level of effort isn't going to maintain itself for long enough. So um yeah, anyways, yeah, man, like
you talk
I think
about
it'd be
your
dope.
month.
Yeah. I think it'd be dope to see you as an investment banker. But I know for a fact that it's not something you'll stay as for the rest of your life. I know that's not big enough for you, Habibi. Anyways, for me, bro,
No, of course not.
for me this month has been pretty dull, I would say, like, which is not at all as what I expected April to be in January. So it's quite a disappointment, frankly.
Yeah,
I
I'm
had
with you there.
yeah, I had believed that it would be something of great regard to talk about. However, it's not the case. And that that is because entirely of a lot of poor decisions that I continually made. And I basically just kept myself afloat rather than keeping myself ahead. And that's the circumstances where I'm at. That's why it's a failure, because instead of exponentiating the growth that I could have had, I stayed rather stagnant, which is unfortunate. But, like, I think the biggest issue that I had was that I I didn't want to I didn't want to manage my stress very well, and I didn't want to confront a lot of things that was bothering me. And as a result, I didn't take action towards anything, really. And that really pushed it back. I had believed that I had this false sense of time, that there was a lot of time to do things, and I never really used my time effectively, watched too many YouTube videos, didn't spend enough time outside and talking to people, spent way too much time inside. And, while I did spend a great deal just keeping my head afloat, it's not enough, right? Like, I was doing good at school, and then I was, trying to basically maintain everything else. And, it was just a mistake. Like, I was not sophisticated at all. And that's pretty much been the theme in the past few months of like really maintaining that sophistication. That sort of, I guess, like, freedom, so to speak, that I want to have is not something I get the privilege of doing without putting in the effort to be free. I have put no effort towards it, so I don't deserve it. And I must take all the responsibility going forward, and that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. I was really like a big slap in the face moment to show me that I really need to take this responsibility and I need to take it seriously. Otherwise, things just aren't going to happen for me. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the next few months. That's what summer is going to be about. I'm, man, like Algo and all these other models and my job. I have to be able to be prepared to start working on them. I have to be ready to continually work on them, and I had to devote a lot of time to it. Otherwise, things just aren't going to work out the way that it's supposed to. And yeah, like it's quite a riveting reality that what it could be in the next 4 months have I not do anything that I'm supposed to be doing. So, yeah, man. Like after today, I genuinely needed some rest for the past few days because the past like 4 to 5 weeks I've been sleeping very poorly, trying to catch up on the miscomings that I've felt in February. So today was my last quote unquote rest day. Tomorrow we're gonna be on that shit again. Tomorrow, I'm gonna call you outside to run again. Yeah, and it's gonna be weekdays. Um, so yeah, man. Job starting soon. Um, Grind starting tomorrow. Everything's coming at lightning pace, and we have to be ready for it, dude. Like May is tomorrow, man. Like the next third starts tomorrow. And if we don't get it on lock, we we're not going we're not doing much or nearly enough to be at the position that we want to be. So that's pretty much what I've been thinking about the past few months. That's that's exactly what I've been thinking about every single day. So on that note, I don't know if you're frozen, Andrew, because I think hello, are you there, Andrew?
I'm here, bro.
Okay, hold on. Let me check the stream right now.
Hadi,
Yeah, you're,
am I
you're
am I
frozen on
good?
you're frozen on the stream as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright.
Anyways, I think we should talk about um I think hello, Habibti. Yeah, you're good. You're
Hello?
good. Yeah, you're good. I think now, so that's kind of a grim note. I yeah. So I want to change topics. I think we talked enough about that yesterday and in the past few weeks, and I've thought about it enough. So we know what needs to be done, frankly, and we just have to keep each other accountable. So let's talk about the weekly goals. Actually, let's set weekly goals. I'm gonna make it on the Notion. Maybe I'll move it over to a distinct motive Notion if that's something you're interested in. But right now, I'm
No,
just
no,
gonna
it's
keep it.
fine. It's fine. We can do it on yours.
I'm just gonna
Keep
yeah.
going on
Right now,
yours.
I'm just gonna keep it on mine.
I don't want to, yeah, integrate my personal goals with motive.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, just update. So yeah, let's update. Yeah, let's update some goals. So for me this week, what I want to do is well, okay. So this week I want to really finalize getting the contract done with my business. I mean, sorry, with my job, my internship. So I'm gonna finalize that. Um, I want to start working on I want to finish the motive bot today or this week, or I want to start working on it. I want to really get all the things ready. So from like Wednesday, actually Tuesday as well, Monday to this whole week actually. I have so much time. Oh my gosh. There's so much time to get this work done. Um I want to study for math. I want to study multivariate calculus, but I think I want to make it a habit of every single year during the summers or like just on and off. I continually learn something in mathematics. I want to
Yeah.
eventually be able to do group theory. That's just something I've always been like I always wanted to be super good at mathematics like that. So study math, internship, motive bot, and yeah, algo as well, bro. Algo is definitely something I need to start on. So that's just and these are previous projects, so you can see what my goals are. But for the three this week, it's motive bot, study math, and get the internship done. That's pretty much what I'm gonna be focusing on. Um, and I could add in as well motive structure. Um, but yeah, those are my weekly goals. These are things that definitely I should be getting done.
Can I put
Um,
my weekly goals here as well?
yeah, you can just make a new one. You have permissions, I believe.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go. And you
Okay.
can assign them to yourself. Like, that's what I like
That's
about
what
it.
I was worried about.
You can like you can just
Okay. Right. Um. So,
so yeah. So what are your goals, Habibti?
so I want to land a 9 to 5 job. Interviewing, and I want to ship out a canvas.
Mm.
So some learnings, by the way, with this canvas. Basically, what it is I told you I got an order canvas because it was like accidentally listed on Shopify. Then I decided to just make it, and then I blundered because basically I was like looking online for canvas paper, and it was like oh I want to ship it out like ASAP, so it's like gonna take too long to ship the canvas paper to my house, so I'm just gonna go buy some canvas paper. And then I also like I just wanted to get it done as fast as possible, so I really wasn't like it was complete. I was very impatient, and I went to Home Depot and I just like quickly bought like miter box, which is like an electric saw, except not electric, like cheaper. And then I started like cutting wood and shit, and I was like completely fucking up.
Shit.
It's funny because I ended up spending more money. I realized then I ended up realizing that if I would have just like sat down, chilled the fuck out, and did some research, I could have bought an electric saw cheaper than the amount of items that I've spent at Home Depot just trying to build the canvas frame because I was just like I wasn't even like researching anything. I was just trying to quickly get it done out of like my own intuition.
Oh my god, I can just
And
imagine you fucking
since
cutting that shit out, man.
yeah, and because it's taking me so long, I could have actually just bought canvas paper online and had it shipped home by now, which would have been 2 times cheaper than the amount that I bought it for at like an Ottawa photography store. So basically, the lesson for me here is, first of all, chill, like be patient, and also like no, it's just faster to go online, like make a comprehensive plan, do a ton of research, then go into the field and do stuff. So basically, again, clearly my experiences are leading into my perspective on business, which is learn through uh, learn through research rather than learn by doing. So that's again a reinforcement of that. Anyway, so I just want to get the canvas shipped out and then promote some canvases maybe around Ottawa. But that's more tentative. The two main things. I also want to get into the boxing gym. So yeah, I want to get into the boxing gym.
Boxing gym? No way.
Yeah, I want to get into the boxing gym and just be very, just be generally very strict with my schedule. I'm going to go in terms of fitness. I'm going to go running in the morning. I'll probably go try to lift some weights at night, and then either play soccer in the middle of the day, or if not soccer, then go to the boxing gym. Then also I'm gonna make like essentially plan academics for the summer and start doing it. But plan academics, I just I want to have my plan for what I'm actually going to study. It's probably I'm mostly going to be business, but I can actually draw up a plan of what exactly I'm going to study before going into it, and then that'll be very integrated with my with my printer business, because I'll probably just be studying stuff that I can apply. But that's much more like textbook-esque, but since it's not really a university semester, I'm not going to put that much textbook. But I'm probably also going to add in like some web development into that. ChatGPT integrated web development. I'm not trying to learn principles. I'm just trying to learn how to build websites at the and in terms of what the technology allows now, because I'm not really satisfied with the tool that I have at my disposal, and I also don't have the resources to somebody else. But like I want to expand my own website. I might want to make an app. I wanted to before my posters, even and for Motive as well. So that's more academic related stuff, and then also plan my industry research for the summer as well. So I'm probably going to be researching the childcare industry this summer. Obviously, I'm looking for somewhere to do with a bigger potential, so a bigger revenue potential. Now, to be clear, there is like a lot of revenue potential in like Shutterfly. It's like what 50 million net income, I think, but it's an existing business, so that principle doesn't really work out because it's like the exact same thing. And also prints, I don't really like the I feel like I can do both. So yeah, and also I'm just interested in childcare, because like it's a big issue right now. ECs are complaining about being underpaid, and it's like they're not even. I agree with them, and I don't think that. My general thing has been like that. I think it's under like that whole area in terms of people under the age of 10 are like not looked at, relatively speaking, a lot by like people who are very innovative, like young entrepreneurs who are like, and just in general entrepreneurs who want to make a bag and shit. So that's where I'm looking, because big problems often the solution to them. Solution can be a big solution, a profitable solution, and it's good for the community.
Absolutely.
I don't really know if I have to add too much more. I'll add one more thing. Maybe, yeah. So written down reflection on your past. So I've had a lot of stuff written down, but I want to like bring it all together a bit more. This reminds me that part of my academic study should be learning how to speak better. And finally, nothing. Oh yeah, books. I'm start like read. I'm actually not going to include that because that's a pretty small goal. Yeah, there's a few books I want to read.
No. Include it. And if you don't get it complete by the end of the week,
okay.
you gotta keep each other accountable, bro. You have a goal.
Nah, you good. I appreciate that.
Because imagine you say it's a small goal and then you say next week I didn't read no books.
Yeah, fair enough. Right.
So
So what should I do? Read a third? I'll say read a third. That's a lot. Read a quarter. Read a quarter of Amazon Bound. Sure, I'll say read a quarter of Amazon. Actually, I'll add that under my academic study. Okay, and finally, I'll say create piano schedule. So yeah, piano and guitar, I guess. Guitar schedule for summer. So yeah, on top of the athletics, those are also some hobbies that I'm gonna.
guitar?
And I'm looking just to dive into music. Also be like more not mathematical, but you know what I mean. Like I want to basically apply the same sophistication that I had to math to basically everything that I pursue in my life. It's very you expect it to be hard, complicated. You also expect to be able to understand it if you can really dive into the nuances. You expect there to be logic. You just have to discover that logic. It's just not given to you. But also, there is at some level a way to climb the ladder of it, and everything gets integrated. So, for example, I might do. Just wanted to call this music because I might start picking up music theory to understand it well, and then be able to integrate that right away into instruments that I play. I know that you're that piano guy already, and it's funny because I was talking to some guy in university and he told me like he's in computer science. He wants to like I've been playing piano. I'm like bro, like every computer scientist wants to play piano.
Yo, it's the most
every mathematician in computer science is the most
It's
y'all think it's Chad. You know what I'm saying? I'm
dude,
hopping on the wave.
guitar is too hippie, like I can't be on that wave. I had to be.
I don't want to listen, bro. I want to get respected at least a little bit by people who are not, smart. So,
Of course. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right. So,
yeah, it's actually important to do stuff like that. Like it's crazy, bro. That's why I outsource those abilities to just being funny. I think being funny is like the most universal talent you could have, bro. Like, and that's like probably partly the only reason why I stay up to date. I learned that like a lot of the jokes that a lot of people make are like
right.
up to date references.
Yeah, and that's why historically I've never understood jokes because I am just
out of touch.
My grind.
In your grind,
too focused on things that make money rather than laughs.
Of course. Yo, laughs make money. Look at Joe Rogan, bro.
Okay, Kevin Hart, bro.
Not deterministically. Not everything else. Insert Andrew. Things Andrew would say.
I think it's pretty deterministic as long as you make sure that you capitalize on getting more connections. That's deterministic.
Must I say it again? I'll drop the knowledge. Scale. Relative to top of the game. Top of the game in being funny. Joe Rogan. This guy gets paid this much. Top of the game in banking. They get paid. I can't reach it. I'm too short. It should be funny.
Top of the game. The top of the game memes. Elon. Elon
Musk has mid memes.
He's the king of memes, dude. He's the ruler of memes, man.
King of mid memes.
That's why he's fuck, bro. I didn't. Oh, that's why he's rich. Oh, fuck.
That's why you didn't calculate. See, this is what I'm saying. You gotta expand. You gotta be fluid. Anyways, bro.
Damn, that's crazy. Actually,
so for the studio, I'm thinking when we get the studio, we have to have one guest out. Like we have to have, and like I don't know who that guest should be, but that guest better be funny. Maybe we should have two guests. I definitely think we should have people coming out the second we get the studio. I mean, it should be like 30 minutes, like us, but like we tell them to show up later, and then once they show up, that would be sick as fuck. So,
okay.
I just wanna theorize who would be an ideal candidate or candidates for the first live Motive Pod.
The first one, because it's a test as well, should just be all of our boys, because that way we can sort of
Oh,
safely test it out, right? But the thing is, we can also get like women who we know. You know what I'm saying? Like just like people we're friends with. Like mix up the genders, right?
oh,
Get
I
a
know,
little
I know some deadly people we can have in
go
there,
for
bro.
it. Yeah, bro. Alright.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah,
yes,
we'll
bro.
have to.
I didn't know we're gonna start off fresh and fit like that. That's crazy.
Oh, I mean, shit. Not.
But
We
that's what it's
can't.
gonna be.
I don't know. I don't know any like. I don't think I'm friends with any women who are like would be mad about it like that.
Yes, you do. You do.
How do you cut the stream? How do you cut the stream real quick?
Right now?
Cut it, but like turn off, like you know what I'm saying. Go to OBS and turn off the volume. Turn off the camera.
You know what? Yeah, we
turn
need
off
to.
the
I was
camera.
gonna talk about that, Hadi. We need to figure out, like, genuinely this week. We need to figure out how they like do the 5 minute, like 5 second censorship. Like, we need to figure out how they do that.
Like in what way?
Like, you know how
It's the delay. It's the delay.
yeah, exactly. Like in the
Almost delay.
delay,
Okay, yeah. We'll
they're
figure it
able
out.
to turn off the censorship in the stream. Like they're able to censor it before the Twitch gets to the thing. So we have to figure out how to do that.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I
is the
I
audio
I
off?
haven't seen that. Let me turn it off right now. Yeah, the audio's off now.
Audio back, bro.
Back.
Okay, one thing is
We're
that
back.
like the people who we bring on have to be like escalated in terms of how much they would want to come on based on our viewership. Like we have to grow our viewership in order to get more people to like be down to come on. And so like we start with people who are closest to us, and then like as if our viewership grows, then with that like more people, like further people would want to come on.
Well, yeah.
So yeah,
Well,
but yeah, the first one I'm saying
I
we
think
get
that
our
only
boys on.
applies to people who like that precede our connections. Like I think anybody in SRB would come
true.
on.
Yeah, they'd probably come on, yeah.
Anybody like, and almost anybody that's like friends with somebody from SRB would also come on. So if there was like a friend of a
Yeah. And it's just a matter. Of doing the pairings right. First one, we definitely just want to have our boys on. Classic like have the boys pull up.
Exactly, bro.
Just talk about some dumb shit.
Yeah, real.
Canceled on our first episode. All right. You know?
First live
And
episode.
and yeah, then after that, we'll talk during the week about who this week we should probably also have our first clip run.
Yeah, no, we will. That we definitely will, bro.
Okay.
Otherwise, what
alright.
else am I gonna have been doing this whole week?
Okay, got it. Okay, I understand. But so set up. So I'm gonna say, for all three of us, we need to set up the set up the kind of tentative guest list. Okay, this then brings in.
I don't know if it'd have to be tentative. Yeah, you're right.
It'll be changing. What's that?
Yeah, exactly. I just love like spontaneous podcasts, dude. Like, but like you're right, it has to be tentative. Like, we have to have
At least like in our own records, we could have it.
Yeah, no, we have to.
A lot of people will be gone for the summer as well, so you need to take note of that.
Really? I think. Yeah, I could see that. A lot of people going out, like vacation.
Yeah, people are going on vacation.
Well, yeah, it happens every summer where everyone's just, gone.
That's right.
You know.
At Hadi tell you.
Yeah, Hadi knows what's up, bro.
Right.
Yeah, true.
So we need to figure out our set this week too.
What'd you say?
Figure out our set this week.
Oh yeah, definitely. We'll have to, I'll definitely try to find the studio that Mason referred me to, but other than that, like if that won't work, then we actually probably could find like a booth. Like I really don't think it would be hard. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to find it, but someone told me that they knew somebody in a radio station at Ottawa. It's my good friend Nick as well, so but yeah, we'll inquire about that. So we'll try to figure that out definitely this week. Yeah, perfect. So yeah, I guess that's the future. That's the near future for us. So if that's all, I'd like to talk about some other shenanigans. Maybe if that would be important, bro. So I was just thinking of bro, what kind of pets should we own? Like,
So it matters. It matters. Like what house is it?
yeah, true. Because like me, I've always
The
wanted
ranch that
the
have bear
Vector.
dogs.
I've always wanted the Vector shark. Like in Despicable Me, where the shark is swimming in a moat underneath.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want that, bro. Like I want like an
Yeah.
actual like ecosystem like underneath my house, dude.
Okay. More depth.
Tell me that won't be fire, bro.
Oh.
Like I've always been
what
obsessed
house exactly?
with water, bro.
What motive? What motive house?
Which mode of house? It's the one I build.
What'll be interesting is like if the house is like connected all like throughout the house there's just waterways like within the walls and shit. Like the fish tank is basically like a maze throughout the house.
Yeah, that'd be dope, dude. It's like an entire like flowing. Yo, that'd be dope. Like a little like an ant farm, man. But it's like your entire house, like walls. That'd be so dope. Man. That's a crazy feat of engineering, man. That's actually dope, yo. Let me write that down, man. Like, integrated fish house.
Integrated fish house. That's right.
Dude, that'd be so dope, dude. I love the ocean, man. I've always loved the ocean so much. Ever since Finding Nemo, man. Ever since Finding Nemo. Yo, when is Halloween? When's Halloween this year, bro? We gotta have
what? Pause.
What?
Motherfucker said when is Halloween this year? It doesn't change by the year, bro.
Obviously, I didn't mean like what fucking day.
Fucking dumb.
I mean, when is the closest Sunday to Halloween, which is the 29th of October? Shit, bro. Yo, the 29th of October, bro. That's gonna be fire, man. We gotta have. I was just thinking that because I want to be in a Nemo costume, man. Like we gotta dress up for the Halloween, bro. We gotta have special occasions. In fact, we should have dressed up for Easter. We should have had like Easter bunny. We should have a Ramadan costume. What costume would you wear for Ramadan? For Eid?
Can't be appropriate.
That's yeah.
Just,
I was gonna say,
Bro, you
bro.
know what was so funny? I love when Omar and Ahmed pulled up to Ryokan in like their white gloss or whatever, and like
Yeah, bro.
and set like the location at UAE. It was so funny.
Dude, I saw that. I was like, "There's no way they're in Dubai right now." That's an
No, but
Orleans
it was funny
outlet,
because
bro.
it was clearly like it was clearly Barhaven. It was so funny.
Oh my gosh, bro. The thing is, like, oh yeah, bro. It has to be Barhaven. Like,
Teleported.
they don't even live that close to there, bro. I guess Ahmed does, but that was so fucking funny. You reported it? Reported it for fucking
for,
information.
for misinformation.
Yeah, bro. Yo, he took it down. Ugh, can't believe it,
What do you
bro.
mean? What do you mean?
He took it down. He didn't post it on his story, bro. They took it off their Instagram, bro.
It was a story. Right?
I thought it was a regular post. Dude,
Sorry, bro.
you should have posted it, bro. Yo, honestly, we gotta fast. We have to do like we have to do like a month, bro. You know how like Joe Rogan has sober October? We should have like a month like that.
I am
Drug
sober.
drug December. Drugged up December. We just synthesize incredible chemicals that will absolutely destroy our bodies. We get like an expert chemist.
Why are we
Motive
testing it
chem-
on ourselves?
True, Motive
chemists?
Live is in December. Motive Live is in December this year, bro.
What do you mean?
That's what we said it.
Oh,
Drug December,
we,
bro.
we
That's
get
what we
them
tested
out,
it.
bro. That's the
We-
thing. I feel like it'd be funny if like the festival is like actually a science experiment. The thing is, it's definitely a social experiment because you have cameras everywhere, right? But then it's like there should be like a ton of. Because the thing is, that's how you make it like an academic center as well. Where
True.
you can just like run like tests in every. You could make it like a business experiment, a psychological experiment, a
Dude, we're
social
gonna have
experiment,
papers out
a
of
chemical
Motive,
experiment.
man. Motive research, dude. Oh my god, bro. It actually comes
Motive
together.
research.
It actually comes all together, bro.
Yeah.
Motive research, man. Like imagine reading a
Right.
paper, bro, it says motive. Like no person's writing it, just citation, motive, bro. We have like in-depth analyses about how people work in social enterprises, bro. We like we puff smells into the air and see how they behave according to like yo yeah, because we have the layout, right? We have different smells in different areas, and then we keep
Yeah.
track of like which cultural group walk into particular smells, which
Oh my god.
like what kind of people, what gender.
No. That's not
That'd be
okay.
crazy, dude. And we put like a tracking chip on everybody's wristband so we can like actually follow
Right.
like the path on everyone.
Track them through the Motive app on their phone.
Dude, is your location always on? Always on,
Always
dude.
on, yeah. Yeah.
No,
Right,
we'd have.
right.
We could make that happen though, honestly. Like we could just say like have them sign a bunch of terms of agreements. Make them know you're gonna be part of a science experiment. Like there's a science experiment
Yeah.
going on. We're not gonna make you aware of it, but you consent or no. And they'll be like, yes. You
Well,
may
yeah,
not be,
and then
be
it's all-
ingesting something that you're not aware of. May or may not be.
Well, it's only for the weekend, so it's not like not that harmful.
True, bro. I mean, they do
not-
crazier shit on weekends, so people
Yeah,
take a lot of deeper things that fuck them up for longer.
Anyways,
Yeah. Research. Science.
bro, when
Mathematics.
we record this, I got none to say. Yeah.
Yo, me neither, honestly, bro. Like, I actually,
Yeah, like, nah, you've been good. You've been good with the pets thing. That was good. That was good.
I was trying to add some shit.
Yeah.
No, on the
But
same
what if,
beat, like,
like-
I was... Wait, what you say?
Yeah. I don't know. It's live, so if we were in person, if we were IRL, like it would also be a little more vibey. But
Yo,
saying like, what if it's like the fish tank is like intricate and it's like outside in the festival?
dude, imagine my fish tank
like-
came from my house to the festival, dude.
Imagine you're just like, oh shit, Imagine you're like on your fucking high on some crazy synthetics. Then you like just see uh psychedelics, whatever. Like you see a fucking shark like coming at you in a fish tank. Oh,
You shit your pants.
over dog. Your life wouldn't be the same after the festival.
Dude, that's gonna be that has to be one of my businesses, bro. I have to have
What's a
like
motive
crazy
psychological
experiences.
fucking rehabilitation hospital after that?
Holy shit, dude. Yo, I have to set some shit up like that. Yo, that'd be crazy. Your entire business is like setting up psychedelic experiences for people. You make sure like every
They
experience,
exist.
you make sure that they're 100% safe. Nothing could ever go wrong. So like if you need to, you like shoot like the tiger that's about to kill them. But like you have it so that they're dropped down in like a really raw experience and they're tripping balls. That'd be
And so,
$1 million business.
those exist for sure, yeah.
It would be targeted specifically at rich people too. Because it'd be like crazy. It'd
Yeah,
be
bro. Not
like you know the
like
menu?
target like
Have you seen the menu? The movie The Menu?
no,
It was basically
I
like
don't
an
watch movies.
some cryptic like movie about like basically saying how like rich people don't appreciate the arts and crafts of the movie and shit. And like the entire vibe of it is like it's like super private and luxurious. You know, like what are those bars called where they're like underground, nobody knows about them. But like you have to like hear only from word of mouth. And you have to like have a word to go in.
Uh, exclusive club.
No, they had like a cool word. There's like a cool word for them.
Alright, well,
Fuck. I thought you know. I thought you know. But
when you
anyways,
go
like
to them, you don't know the name. You just go.
I think it's because like they came they started coming because of the prohibition. So they had to have like code words to get into.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Right,
Yeah.
right, right.
Like in
Gatsby.
that's what I was gonna say in Gatsby, bro. Just like
Yeah,
Gatsby.
yeah.
So yeah, bro. Like it'd be like that where like you'd only hear from word of mouth, but it's like, yo, I know a guy who can do some weird shit to you while you're doing some crazy stuff when you're on some shit. Send you all the way to
Yeah.
Sahara. You're in the middle of the desert, bro. All the sand has been colored like different dust, different color. Like we spray painted the whole desert, bro.
Dude. And because you can create it. That's like you can create like Mr. Beast style videos about even about creating it. Then you could do like studies on like the sand and shit. Yeah, like there's like a
True.
ton. You just have to integrate all these things together so that like one event is just like so many different points of leverage.
Exactly. We have to milk it, dude. We have to milk
Yeah,
everything.
right. Milk everything, and yeah, just like sell it to like third generation rich people that are like bored out of their mind, like 19 to
Third
like
gen.
23 years old. Yeah, them. You know,
Yo, yeah, facts, bro.
the money's built up. The money's built up. It's secure. The hustle culture is sort of gone. There's not really that much to do. Yeah, like get him in.
I'm just writing it down right now. That's actually
Yeah.
fire, bro.
Yeah.
Everything is research. Everything is opportunity. Everything is recordable. Yo, everything
Yeah.
is research is fire, bro. Imagine always writing
That's
papers.
cool.
That'd be
Like, yeah,
so
you just
dope.
always have academics pulling up. That's
Exactly.
good. That's good for getting the right people in too, because you know what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
you see like some innovative academic, they're like their paper just so happens to find something very innovative. We'll be like, oh, that's really cool. Yeah, can I take a look at that?
Yeah, because imagine, bro, on the
Oh,
set.
I need to fax this real quick. Actually, yeah, can I just you know
That'd be
you
so
just see
dope,
some
bro.
like breakthrough research by your right by your side. You're like,
I think it'd also be a great
let me
opportunity
grab
for
that real
other
quick.
researchers to want to do it. Like a lot of researchers definitely
Oh,
want like a
genuinely,
large.
yeah.
Yeah, they definitely need a lot of group of people. So if we could just always like have that as an
Yeah.
opportunity, like we just open up the
I
doors for
think
everybody, bro.
I
That'd
think
be
Apple
dope.
does this. Apple is somebody who has been public about doing this. On
Really?
the Apple Watch, a lot of Apple Watch apps, you can opt. They ask you to opt in to basically sending your data to like a legitimate uh, study, even like Harvard based, Yale based, whatever.
Mm.
But of course, it is opt in because you want to use the product first. But if it's like a
Of course.
festival, like yeah, like this
Yo, that'd
festival
be
is
dope.
also.
That'd be dope, bro.
So yeah, everything is a research project.
Yo, everything has to be these opportunities, bro. Like everything has to be recorded, everything has to be researched, everything has to be documented. Everything could
Yeah.
be art as well. Everything can be art. Everything has to be art, man.
Right.
We have to really take the
Right.
design super seriously, man. Like, I love how Apple does it, and honestly, I always thought that was the standard, but the more I grew up, the more I realized that nobody does it as good as Apple does, and that's a shame, man. People need to keep up that level of just human human with it. I think Apple does it
Yeah.
great. So we got to keep doing that, bro.
You know, my mom always told me, like, one thing my mom always told me when I was young is, like, she would always try to, um, really, really, like, she was really, um, just trying to remind me to, like, write down things that I wanted. Like, whenever I would be like, oh, like, I want this, but, like, I can't afford it, she would, like, try to always remind me to write it down,
Mm,
in my notes. Like, basically, she
that's
told
dope.
me to have a wish list of things I wanted to buy, um, which is pretty simple. But the point I'm making is that I guess it's not. Well, I think that there is a case to be made that if we can't make things happen that we want, the next best thing we can do is to keep talking about them because eventually the resources will come. At that point, you know, if we make it happen once, nobody will care that we fucking talk shit a million times. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yes.
If we just keep reiterating that, because well, this is what I said like a few times ago where I'm like, I don't achieve my standards. Not necessarily logical to just lower them. It could just be to take the failure and just keep on wishing for higher standards until I get them because eventually they come. And it's and this has also been something that I've been pretty adamant about over the past year, where the past year that has really been the case. Like I failed so much where I'm always overshooting, overacting. Being like I've been called out a lot of times for being somebody I'm not, which is fine. Like those people are right.
Really,
Yeah,
really, man.
it's this, and I told you like I explained to them like eventually it'll align, and eventually things align anyway. So it's better to shoot higher than lower if things align anyways over time. So it's the same thing. Like I think there's no harm. It's good for us to continue to talk about these sort of ridiculous things because eventually if you're actually as wealthy as like the wealthiest 2,000 people in the world, you could actually afford to make these things happen. Just don't care to, right? And
Hmm.
so if we keep on
But
talking
we
about them,
care.
eventually,
Exactly.
and I said I'll say it again, and this is the whole point of my kind of when people tell me acting like somebody or not is that literally if we say for a million weeks something crazy, the second that we do it, it won't actually matter how many times we said it. We could have said it once, we could have said it a million times. Like it won't matter because people will just
It's
care about
it's
one
literally like it's literally the
after that.
essence of an entrepreneur, bro. It's the essence
That's
of
right.
an
That's right.
entrepreneur. They
Right.
could
It
you
is.
iterate as many times and as many times as you fail doesn't matter
Yeah.
because that one time you do succeed, you've balled up and you got the top.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And since motive is all about experiences, and we are really aligned. Personally, that's our own lives. There may or may not be some misalignment there. Like motive is all about experiences. So
absolutely,
it's a completely clear that we want to shoot high because um uh otherwise the experience is just no good. So
absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely.
like for example, I always wanted to fill up the SRB pit with for ducks. Never happened. We only got close enough to filling up my locker with rubber ducks. You know, if it did happen,
We're gonna
sick.
make it happen.
And
We're gonna make it happen. One day we'll
SRB
fill it with
pit.
water, bro.
That was the real thing, right? Yeah, we
That's what
ended up
we
just
want
having
to
a
do.
water
That was
guy,
supposed to be our
but
senior prank, bro.
right, we really wanted to do that, but
Shit, bro. We should do university senior pranks, but instead of like pranks, it's like crimes. I mean, pranks.
like I said, yo, even
Crimes
like
are
the
pranks if you think about
thumbnail,
it.
like that, like the YouTube thumbnail
A lot.
ideas, bro. Like yo, like some of these thumbnails ideas, I just love them so much, bro. Like, fuck, I had a few.
Yeah,
Oh my
bro.
god. Well, I don't know. They always have like
No, you're right though.
I always have like the word David Sachs in them too, like something about him, like
David Sachs.
yeah, yeah, like you have to.
Bro, that'd be funny.
Fuck.
We name every video after David Sachs. Or David Sachs is in every thumbnail, bro.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like, but it's just like him like acting like looking distressed, and I was like laughing, like
Yeah, laughing at him, bro. We're just pointing at
yeah,
him.
like yo, like setting up setting up our investor on a blind date. Like, bro, like I don't know.
It's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be crazy because we love David Sachs, but we're actually laughing at Jason. So they're gonna be so confused.
Bro, yeah, like David Sachs caught laughing at Jake Cal. It's just like a prank. Like we make him like act like we make him like say something. And I don't know.
Yo,
Fuck,
yeah,
bro.
bro. Dude, like the day we meet up with Jason, bro, it's just like we hung out with David Sachs for a day. Fuck.
Bro, there's so many dynamics out of our friend group that like translate in that too, bro. Like it's crazy.
Oh yeah, bro. Yo, that'd be so funny, man. I'd love to meet Jason, man. Jason Calacanis. I'd love to meet you. You could invest in Algo if you'd like, but we really need a collab, like just you and us. I think it'd be a great time. And when he collabs, bro, we do collab with him. We both wear blue suits and sneakers.
Oh, that's too funny. Fuck. Go over some. Yo, they've always. It's just funny like collabing like that legitimate stuff with like titles that like include like not clickbait and gone wrong exclamation mark.
Yeah, we have to have the funniest titles, bro. We have to have the funniest titles, man. Like people should not know what they expect when they click on the video, bro. Like they should not know. Like it has to be the opposite of what Mr. Beast says, where he says people have to know entirely what it is in few words. We have to say the most words and the most convoluted thumbnails, so they have no idea what's gonna go on, but they click on it anyway, bro. Like the antithesis of YouTube, bro. That'd be so fire, man. We had to just play around, bro. We had to
I
play
always
around.
wanted to. Yeah. Like for me, I feel like there always has to be like a 24/7 live stream. Maybe I don't know. That's me though. That's like me personally. But I'll just have it like andrewkrechmer.com. It's like Twitch. Just pull up my 24/7 live stream. You can
Yeah,
also
you
see
can do
other
that,
shit.
bro. How do
I
you
mean,
how
I'm
you gonna
gonna
do
I'm
that,
gonna
bro?
continue live streaming later, but
How you gonna do
I've stopped off now, obviously. But
what are you gonna do with the
okay, so
24-hour
basically,
live stream, bro? Just you grinding?
it's whatever. I don't think I'm not gonna adjust. I'm gonna try my best to not adjust what I do in order to make it fun. But I think it's more so.
Oh,
It's literally whatever. Actually, like I don't like that's the point, right? Like it is generally whatever. There is no. I don't want to
yo, you know
adjust it
what
at
I
all.
want to do, dude? I want to do that
But
thing. You know where we got to do it together. We have to do the a photo a day, and then do the fucking do the fucking like the stop motion after every single day.
yeah,
We got to
right,
do
right.
that. We have to do that. Cause imagine in like 5 years we do that shit, dude. That'd be so funny, man. That'd be so funny, bro.
That's why I wanted to be 24/7 recording my life. Again, it's a personal thing.
Yo, take a photo though. Take a photo
But
too. Cause imagine that
I
video.
take photo.
Imagine. Oh, we also have to have the videos where it's like we have to have all of the classic YouTube trend videos, bro. Like photo
Right,
yourself,
exactly.
like talking to my
Bro,
12-year-old self, talking to my 24-year-old self, talking to my 18-year-old self. You know what I mean? Like you know those videos, bro. Like oh, that'd
I've
be
never
so
watched
dope.
them, but
I'll send it to you actually.
bro,
They're
the thing
really
is, yeah, like it's gonna be so sick because once we get in, eventually, like we will get into houses as well. Like we'll be able to like do them on nice sets, bro. Bro, the Motive Island is gonna be crazy. I into the Motive
Yo,
Island.
yeah, bro.
That's gonna be
That
sick, bro. Fuck, guys. We lost Donald Trump. Like shit, we don't know where he is. Like shit, man. Where is he?
dude,
Oh,
Fortnite Battle Royale, not clickbait,
yeah,
real death.
yeah. No,
Well, bro, that's
cops called. Had to get presidential pardon. Like
yeah, indictment. Obama indicted? Crime? War crime?
yeah, bro, that's the one. Yes, I was thinking of something with like war crime question mark exclamation mark. Yeah, what the stars
Putin,
was.
president of Canada? What? First president of Canada? Putin? No way. Zelensky?
Oh my
Zelensky
god.
becomes my mom? What the? Zelensky?
Yeah, like yo, it was some. Yo, mark my words. If we become loaded, when we
When?
become loaded, YouTube, we will actually take over YouTube because
Dude,
we'll do the craziest Mr. Beast
we'll
type
do
shit.
shit nobody will ever imagine. It's not gonna be Mr.
Because
Beast shit. It's gonna be OG
because
YouTube shit. It's gonna be the OG
right.
type shit, bro. We're
Because
gonna
it's an
bring back
iteration of like
YouTube.
iteration of Elon Musk being like fucking funny, so it's like the same.
Yeah, of course.
It's the next iteration of that.
That's
Yeah,
how
bro, it'll
it
be
has to be,
so
bro.
funny, and we can have everybody on, bro. infiltrating fucking the local town. I don't care, man. We'll pull
Yeah,
up.
we have to
And then
be
as
like
we
the
talk about, bro,
definition of a crossover episode, bro. We have to cross
that's
over
right. It's just
everybody.
crossover.
Dude, imagine
I-
Ariana Grande, Elon, Joe Rogan.
Right.
Wow.
Bro, Ariana and Elon is the funniest thing, though.
Ariana-
That's crazy.
They wouldn't even speak to each other, dude. I don't even think Elon would have anything to say to her, but she probably would have so many things to say to him. Like, what would she say? I mean, what would he say to
I
her?
don't
Like,
know.
I listen to your music. I don't think he does. I think he listens to like Weezer, dude. It's like a
Am I
rock
dumb?
band. It's like a band, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say, like, I feel like he listens to like rock. Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
Elon looks like a
exactly.
rock kind of guy. Yeah.
Exactly, bro. Like the
Yeah.
Beatles type shit. And Joe would be like
Yeah.
trying to talk to Ariana the whole time, dude. Joe would be like, "Yo, Ariana, like you should come on my podcast." Oh, and then we have both of them on our podcast. We should get everybody that Joe Rogan couldn't get on his pod. Andrew Tate.
Fuck, bro.
We should get also
Easy.
government officials, dude. We need to get Xi'an. We need to get Xi'an the pod. We need to get Kim.
G.
Xi and Kim.
Yeah.
Dude, Xi and Kim. Xi and Kim and Trump.
Oh, that's something that Nelp couldn't do. Mm.
Shit. That's crazy, dude. We have to get Jordan
Okay,
Peterson in there as
you
well.
know, one thing that we can do right now is we can do the like the mock trials.
Oh yes, dude, those would be so sick.
We should
Those
do
would
that, right?
be so sick. And it should be like
because we can do the mock trials.
it should be like 80% improvised. Like we have some like actual
Yeah.
evidence so we can like show it to people. So we have like some like
Of course.
but like it
Yeah,
should
yeah.
be like improvised where like we call surprise witnesses and they're not ready.
No,
Like
I know Carter would be into that too. Like Carter definitely wants to pull up and
dude,
actually
that'd be so
tell the
sick.
show.
That would be so
Yeah.
sick. Like we call Carter, like show up exactly on this time. Tell me when you're here.
Yeah.
I'll call you in as a surprise witness. Pulls up, bro.
Yeah.
He's Harvey Specter. Oh, yo, we have him dressed as Harvey Specter. We say that this guy's Harvey Specter, dude. Oh my god,
But
that
we also get some
No,
women to like go and finesse like playing like the role. We should get like some woman. Okay, no, we need to get a Donna lookalike come
oh,
except and act like his secretary, except she has
I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking.
we know we know a few, but we should like get her because we should like basically like mock the show within our mock trial. So we should get her to be like extra sexual with him.
Yeah. Oh, and Carter cannot
mocking
be in on
suits.
it. Carter cannot be in on it at all, bro. Because imagine, bro, he hears this like, what the fuck? What the fuck is
She's
going on?
just like here's your information, Mr. Johnston.
Yeah, he's like she like walks up with the hips flared. Here's your documents. We need a Lewis
Yeah.
Lit, dude. Who do you Lewis Lit?
I
Hadi, could you be Lewis Lit for us?
Sure, yeah.
We got him. We got him, dude.
oh yeah, you know what
That'd
else we should like? I don't know if this would be funny. We could basically test people on the subjects that they learned in school over the past first year of university. We should literally be like okay, but like how did you do like academically? How did you find it? Like yeah, I think I did pretty good. Or like okay, what is just like pick out like a random
It's just an
first
integral
question.
B. It's just an integral B.
Yeah.
Nobody can do them. Not a single person can do an integral.
That's the point. Like make it, bro. It'd be
I've
funny
actually
if like
gotten
the
so
question is
good
like
at integrals, bro. I practiced so
Yeah.
damn hard, man. I could never forget how to do an integral bad. I grinded so hard. to that
respect.
shit. I beat you. I beat anybody in integral B. Name one person.
Oh, I go.
Raghav?
Yeah.
That'd actually be a challenge. That'd be a challenge. That'd be a challenge, bro. I think that'd be a challenge. I think Raghav might be transferring to McGill, bro.
Yeah.
He wants to do like engineering.
In
I-
CS.
No, engineering. He's not CS. He's in biomed right now. That's crazy though. Honestly,
Yeah.
like if Raghav leaves, I am going to leave, bro. And it's not because like it's not because like I see him every day, but it's just like, dude, like I have to
It's
leave
just
that.
it's a good, it's sort of a representation of this city falling off.
Exactly. You get it,
Back
right?
up.
You get it, right?
It's like yeah, like right. Yeah, that would also be funny.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if like the question like is just like it's related enough to the subject to fool them into thinking that it's legitimate. Like it's like low key like the answers are like low key,
Oh,
like
like
dumb.
it's like
You
a
can't
like
win.
we have like a yeah exactly like a social experiment, bro. Like we just fuck with them, just fuck with them the whole time. The thing is, we can only do social experiments very very rarely because they could never expect that it's a social experiment.
I see.
So like if we're fucking with them, it has to be like very low key. Like we
The
could
first
only
ever ridiculous TikTok social experiment that is actually an academic social study.
it's actually an endemic. That's the
We're
thing
like,
though.
yeah,
It's like, we
thank you,
could
thank you
justify
for your
everything.
service. Yeah.
We literally could justify everything. It's
Right.
like it's
We're like,
an
no, it's
academic
the
paper.
university. It's the university.
Yeah, bro. It's like a genuine written paper,
Bro, like
bro.
10,
We're
yo,
putting-
like 10 years from now, you just get a headline like 20 university researchers arrested for for unethical studies related to
yeah, a second MK
payment
Ultra
brands.
project. Made another MK Ultra project.
What is that?
Do you know what that is? Ah,
No.
that would make you would have laughed if you knew what I was talking about, bro.
I'm sure
The
I
MK
would've,
Ultra
I'm sure I
project
would've.
is the it's like one of the biggest like it's one of the most infamous like CIA like FBI science experiments done on people and prisoners where they like fucked with their brains like they did brain control.
Right. Yeah.
They like put people into like crazy like bouts of like weird experiments and stuff.
And
But
we're basically
anyways,
sort of gonna do that.
yeah, I mean we're basically gonna become our own intelligence agency. Like we're gonna be our own country.
Yeah.
Motive Planet is happening. Like
Motive Planet. Bro,
it
reach
has
Motive
to happen.
Planet.
Dude, Motive Planet has to happen. Yo,
What
okay.
score was
Yo, start today, dude. We're gonna do a photo a day, man. Actually take it. You have a Google Photos
Thing is-
account, right?
basically it has to be in the exact same deals that it's in the exact same place in the exact same position with the exact
No,
same
not
lighting.
necessarily. Just the same like it has to be the same portrait to make it run smoothly, you know. But not all the time. You could always mix it up. You could always just go like funny, but like
Because then the change is like thing is if you make everything else the same, it's just a matter of isolating the changing variable
yeah, exactly.
part.
And it's gonna be my
So-
face. So I'm just gonna take like a photo like this, going like
Alright, say less.
that'd be so funny though. Like imagine we also have to film I'll send you all these other videos, bro. That'd be so funny. You know what we also should also do though? We should do like kids react like the Fine Bros. You know how the Fine Bros did that shit? We need to do
Yeah.
like shit like that, dude. But like the same kind of energy. Like we had to get the same kind of energy, the same set as well.
Yo, okay, basically the Motive podcast is going on with some guests, right? And then you have like almost like a study group on the outside in like a one-way mirror that are like reacting to that and they're like roasting them or whatever.
Oh,
Thomas, like, the one-way roast, right? Oh, better yet, the one-way communication, or as in like this person like it's like the thing where we talked about like kicking somebody out of the podcast and then online and then making fun of them after they leave. However, they can just watch us make fun of them on the stream, but then they can't actually say anything.
yeah. It's like the
That'd
same
be funny
thing.
with Justin Trudeau. That'd be funny with Justin Trudeau.
Whoa.
Well, 6+ would love that. Imagine that.
Dude, yeah, 6 Plus would go crazy.
He
bro.
doesn't know. He doesn't know that we can't hear them. Sorry, he doesn't know that we can't hear him. So he's just like, guys,
Guys, what's going on?
gentlemen, please, respectful.
Dude, the thing is, I wouldn't actually make fun of Trudeau a lot, like, cause you know, I understand that it's actually like, it's not in his control. It's
Once
his party.
he's not while he's in power, of course he wouldn't.
No. Even if he's like, regardless of what I know, this is where the roast would come out. I know he's low key, like he's a drama teacher. What does he know about policy? Like,
But I'm still gonna use it now.
I wouldn't make fun of him because like he doesn't have a real standing in this game.
Okay.
Politics. He doesn't know.
Oh, you don't want to do a political roast of somebody who
Dude,
is not
it's
a
like
politician.
it's like making fun of like a kid who
I see what you're saying.
it is making fun of a kid, but it's like making fun of like a kid who dropped their own Legos. You know what I mean? Like you feel bad. They didn't really know any better. Like they'll have to clean it up because it's their responsibility anyway. So yelling at them won't make
This has
them
been
feel-
a very clever roast of Justin Trudeau, John. Thank you.
Dude, it's his party responsible for this, not him. And also all the lobbyists. Like I know this guy has no power. Like that's not how our democracy works anyway. So people who shit on true, like
Yes.
that's how you know people who shit on like specific leaders. Like that's how
They're
you
not
know,
woke.
or they just don't understand because like they don't really have a lot of say. You know, like they obviously have say, but like it's not like
Hey,
it's not a
there's plenty
monarchy.
of money to be made in selling policy, selling
True.
politics.
True, but he doesn't sell anything. He just
Yeah.
like tries to make sure that he just like tries to like stay sane, dude. He sells like gibberish. Like we don't need to talk about it. I watched the shit. Oh yeah, we need to do that. We need to film it in the Supreme Court, the mock trial in the Supreme Court.
Should do a. We should do that. Definitely. Yo, fuck. Arrested in the Supreme Court, like we fuck some shit up.
Dude, that'd be funny. That's the thing, bro. We always have that opportunity where we'd have content.
Um,
But there's always content.
Yeah.
We should also do like cops and robbers. Like actual like rob a bank and we're the cops. We have to actually chase them down, and it's like we actually like have to chase them down the city.
Motive government, like a motive governed area would actually have that shit where we would just like citizens would never know if we just plan a fucking
Like a
robbery
heist.
for content. We're like, yo, it's for content, it's chill.
It's
Yeah,
like,
but-
yeah, like accidentally
Yeah,
get
yo, some sort of
your
car
car.
rally where like everybody has like their car videoed up and we're just like all like, right?
Yeah.
Yo, House of Commons type shit where we're just like arguing on policy.
Yeah,
It's like some
yeah,
shit
absolutely,
like should, bro, like yeah, okay. Here's the deal. At the party, right?
we should just we should have a low key parody of everything that actually has high key implications of the world. Like we have an argument about policy, but it's actually good points. Because in the comments would be like, wait a minute, that was actually
right. Yeah, you
interesting.
want it to be like yeah.
Yeah, so you can have like leverage, you know.
Right. You want it to be tasteful.
Of course.
Just of course the challenge of all this, but you know once we make it happen, it'll quite literally be grand and also tasteful.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay. We should have House of Commons type shit. So basically, like, imagine this, like, what are some most important problems on Earth?
Identity politics. Identity politics. That's the most important.
What is even more important? What politics may play in an issue in North America, but what dooms the world today? At the Motive Party, like, yo, we're recording, everything's going good, everybody's having a good time, the recording is going crazy, bro. People are upping their scores and shit, and then like, yo, Fang, shorty, out of these 10, we're gonna get you to go and link up with it right now. It's crazy, bro. We literally have to all go to the House of Commons, bro. We get into like a 1 hour debate about it.
Whoa.
We enter the House of Commons at 10:30 p.m., bro.
It's just like a projector with her face on the thing, and she walks in as we're debating, like pros and cons.
Yeah. No, we have to get them to actually walk in, right? And there while we debate it right in front of them. It's like that like thing that Mark Zuckerberg did in like in college with the app, with the website where like people would like basically like
exactly say yes or
so
no.
it's the same thing, right? I'll like pull up to the House of Commons at 10:30, commence the debates, bro. You were like, yo, Mr. Speaker, insert feature, some violent shit.
Oh yeah, Mr. Speaker.
Then then the other side is like, no, right? Okay. So
dude,
then after that, that's so wild. And then, once the House ends the session, goes out, and we let him know. 11:30 p.m. he goes, and then I'm saying camera 5.
Camera 5, yeah, camera 5. Yo, yeah, we need to have a watch party as well. Like it's on like the dark web. Camera 5.
Oh shit. Oh,
Yo,
it's just a
we also have an adult film industry.
So I'm saying, well, that's what camera 5 is, right? Like, is it like?
cam5.com, bro. Fuck, dude, we're actually businessmen. People just don't.
.com/camera 5.
We're businessmen. People just literally don't think that like you could get. Oh my gosh, bro! These guys are idiots. These guys are actually idiots, bro. We'll pay them.
Motive entertainment is lit.
They'll be like a stand in front of the door. Well, they have like it'll be like a how there's like like how we go to at restaurants sometimes there's like little notepads or shit like you write on it or whatever. Like sometimes you walk into the place and it's a sign-in booklet. We have that, but it's just the terms and conditions, the contract, printed like a million times. So every time they walk into camera 5, they rip off a slip, they write it down, take out the contract on there.
It's automatic, right? Because you can have the app, right? And then the rooms are like on like a lock or whatever, and you just tap your phone, right? So it's automatically your notice up and shit, right? That's how
and
we
you
know.
say like, yo, when you
person.
opt into this, like you are going to be recorded
like,
and
it's all done.
posted.
It's all done through the app, exactly.
Like, and we have to make sure it's like blaring warnings. Like we will record you.
Well, they'll know. But they'll know because they'll know like the lore of it online, right?
Exactly, and it will be like we'll pay you for this, right? And we'll just have to get you recorded for that. We'll post it. That'd be so funny, dude. Like we're businessmen. We are businessmen. This is why everybody's broke out here. Like this is content. Actually, we have like, bro. Like they're gonna look at us. Motive's gonna own everything, bro. Like it actually. I always knew this was gonna happen. I always knew.
We're literally just gonna have a monopoly.
Exactly. See, I thought Motive Planet would happen far in the future, but in reality, Earth is about to be Motive Planet. That's just how it always was supposed to be, bro.
Yo, the international shit is tough. Outside of America, I don't know what's going on out there.
Well, it's a hostile takeover. We'll get there.
Hostile takeover. Yeah, that's another right. Like the war crimes thing. I'm like, yo, like stuck on the battlefield, like. Fuck, like we're stuck in some sort of crevice on the battlefield, like fucking, attack in insert small like Chinese city gone wrong.
What Nanjing?
Because we're taking over the city, we're taking over the country, right? So
dude,
it's like,
motive.
You're talking about a hostile takeover like it's a business, bro. A hostile takeover of a country is a military operation, just to be clear.
Motive conscription, dude. Motive app conscription. Every time you sign up, you didn't read the terms and conditions. You were always eligible for the Motive draft. Every single, no matter.
We can have leverage. Do you want us to take you off of motive.com/cam5/on-demand/archives? If you want us to take you off,
you'll have if you want to take that off,
that's a part of what I'm saying, right? Like I want to like we can build out some like mock-ups, but like just like act like they're real life. Like for example, we can like build the website right now. We can start like building the website to what it should look like, and then once we have the facilities to actually fill it up, like it's there, right? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Like the Motive website today can look like the way it'll look in 20 years.
Right? Yo, that'd be so sick.
We can always act like it's like fucking huge.
That's actually an amazing idea. That's an amazing idea.
And even in our videos, we can like edit in like green screens on laptops, right? About like crazy products or whatever. Again, and this is the great thing that I like about Motive is that it's separated from me. So, personally, I can take on whatever, level of realness I want, transparency, but with Motive, like it can be pure entertainment. It's for entertainment purposes, so I can lie about whatever I want.
Absolutely. That's actually dope. That's actually such a good idea, bro. We could have Hunger Games, Motive Hunger Games.
Fuck, bro.
Motive. Yo, we can have Motive Hell's Kitchen, Motive.
Yo,
like since you're recording everything, like the Motive hospital.
Yo, Hadi.
It's just like Grey's Anatomy real.
Yo.
I knew you would say something like that. Hadi grinds Hell's Kitchen, dude. We were talking about earlier.
Did, bro.
Hell's Kitchen.
Didn't we talk about this yesterday, Andrew, or maybe it was me and you thing. We were talking about how we should have Hell's Kitchen as a squad and record it.
Wants that.
And and Hadi is Gordon Ramsay.
I would actually be.
That's true.
That would actually be so accurate, though.
Yeah, I know you would. That's what I was saying. You should be him, bro. You should.
I'm him. I'm him.
And when we do the cross episode with, I just love the cross that like. I remember when Justin Trudeau and Joe Biden met, and that was honestly so funny to me because it generally felt like a cross episode and the reason that people didn't really understand like why I was like finding that lore so comedic is because I just don't understand the amount to which I see really internalize like politics as being entertainment. American and Canadian politics are very much like to me like a reality TV show. So when I saw them link up, it felt like such a cross episode. You know what I'm saying? So,
I wish they really documented them meeting up. Like dude, we need to be politicians. I would have recorded everything, man. I recorded everything, bro. Like, you know how they recorded Putin and President Macron? when the French and Russia had to meet up, bro. Like that was so crazy because you saw like they were sitting at either ends of a huge ass table, man. Like President Macron was here, Putin
Yeah.
was over here,
Okay.
bro.
Okay.
Like that was some crazy reality TV
So
shit, bro.
the thing is, we have dramatic or our editors, in for the mainstream, like the choosing which cameras, just like a live show. However, just like sports, if you subscribe to the like most the greatest kind of motive package, then you can basically check into any camera you want. And I think like Formula One is a good example where the cars have so many fucking cameras on them. Like the cars have so many fucking cameras on them. There are so many angles. So you could literally have a person, bro. Like
Oh my god.
if you want, bro, you can literally check like the House of Commons. You can pop into any person in the House of Commons. You can look at them from the fucking their face, full
Yo,
body,
yeah, we have an
hair,
Android
house.
that you can control that can tour around the House of Commons and talk to the
Oh,
people.
shit.
You
That's
know,
crazy.
Twitch plays. Have you ever heard of Twitch plays Pokemon?
No.
Okay, so basically it's like Pokemon, right? Like a video
Yeah.
game. The video
Right.
game Pokemon, right? So the controls are like a 3DS, like up, down, left, right, etc., A, B, C, D, etc.
Oh,
Twitch plays Pokemon
okay.
is basically like a voting system where everybody has to like, or it's not even a voting system. It's actually like everybody types in chat like the controls of what to do for the character to do, and then the chat reads it, and then it goes and takes the actions. That same thing, you
Okay.
should have a live stream of an Android
Yeah.
where people get to pay to do what the Android says. So the Android could go into the House of Commons, and then it's a live stream, and people pay to have it do different things. So it's like pay for the Android to say some profanities at Justin Trudeau while they're debating policy.
Right. This is sort of where but we talked about this. This is where innovation in entertainment is occurring right now. I think like Startup Land is that it's a matter of having people be able to control scenarios
Mm-hmm.
live that they're watching, and we talked about how that can be affected, by your motive score, for example.
Absolutely.
And then we talked about how if you got a motive score high enough, and we see your comment, you fly in, and 5 hours later you're sitting at the table. So,
Yeah. Dude,
so,
that'd be so sick, man. Yeah, we need to like truly like put a value on clout, and it can't be no follower shit. Like it has to be like we actually use it as a tender, bro. Like it has to be a tender, legal tender, motives.
okay. You want it to be. You want it, and the thing is, philosophically, you're really playing an experiment on what runs the world, which is what we what everlastingly debate. And a business front, it'll always be interesting because like people could watch you and I, John, as like a lifelong debate of two people who are both equally successful,
Of course.
but like constantly debating their own life view, which is why this is so interesting. But in terms of the motor one, it's like the more and more it becomes important what the score is, like genuinely important throughout the world, but motive is this foundation and experience, a human based brand, right? You start to because where money is a function of transitioning like resources, right? Motivation is a function of transfer, as a function of basically just valuing humanity by our obvious guidelines.
It's a direct,
so it will be a study in that.
absolutely, it's a direct
how much-
function of the value of experiences you had in your life, and it will
Right,
be
right. There you go.
and the more valuable experiences you've had, the more motivation you would have to make more moments like that happen. And so, when you have increased motivation, you're inclined to create more experiences.
You'll have people living off of motivation because right now they're like, can you live off of your fucking OnlyFans? Oh no, when you're older it won't work out. Whatever, bro. You'll have kids being like talking to their parents like, no, mom, trust me. If I just grow my motivation, I can get all my needs taken care of. Not because it's a transfer of resources. That's because then it just becomes
that's not the point. Because that's democratic. That's realistic.
We're not giving stuff, but the point is like if you're always hanging out, it's kind of like the access model, right? Like it's not because you can go and transfer it. It's not like a loyalty program where you can go and transfer it for resources. That's not it. The point is that it's like if you always can get to a crib, you know what I'm saying? Like shit, like
exactly.
Like, fuck, where are the parties? I'm saying,
Real
right?
shit.
And
It's
like an
like
access thing.
shit, bro. Like it's like Dave Chappelle when he's like, "Yo, I'm doing bike rides across the country. When I need to, I just call up a studio and throw up a show, and I
Right.
make some extra cash."
Right.
It's at the same token, right? I'm like, damn, I need to get my motivation up. Where's the next crib
Yeah.
at? Fly in, sleep for the night, bro, and then
Right. And
you
it's
eat in that
and
city.
it's the same sort of vicious cycle. Like you have to continue to upgrade your motivation, or else you're gonna be not out of resources, out of access to a place to live or whatever,
Mhm.
right? So it's like
Exactly.
yeah,
We're
that's
really setting
fire,
up this
bro.
dystopic universe, bro. I really think it's utopic, to be honest. Like, I couldn't envision it any other way, personally. Like, we are incorporating entertainment, research, academic, scientific research, AI, music, art, politics,
At its
law.
core, motive is about humans and connecting human beings on a very fundamental level.
Absolutely.
That's why today we adding our new tier, motive all access, and we'll be shifting up with that. And we'll be cutting away our first tier in order to give everybody the experience, the motive experience that they deserve.
Okay, Marx, Carl, back up.
Oh wait, no, chill. Wait, yo, hold on.
We aren't sharing here. This is a
Okay,
democratic.
chill.
This is a
Chill.
democratic society.
I don't appreciate that labeling. Okay.
And I'm sure your farmers wouldn't appreciate it if you took and made sure that they all had equal pay as well, Mr. Taxman, Mr. Commie Man.
We provide our family of motives.
Comrade, you're blowing your cover. Okay, bro.
Oh, damn, bro.
Okay, bro. I gotta get ready for bed. But yo,
I'll see you
MOTV.
tomorrow morning.
Yeah, real shit, man.
Damn, we're finally shortening it, coming to our ways.
But we don't have anything to talk about right now.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, yeah, there's that as well. You get what I mean.
Listen, the time has never been set, bro. Like, and I don't think they'll ever will be, man. Like, this is like Lex Friedman, bro. Sometimes it's an hour pod, sometimes it's 7 hours. It is what it is.
24/7. It stays in your mind all the time.
Absolutely, bro. All right, man. I love you,
All right.
boys.
Love you, bro.
It was fun.
I'll see you guys
Bye.
later.
See you guys tomorrow, maybe potentially.
Yeah, definitely. We're practicing tomorrow.
All right, bet. See you tomorrow.
Yeah. Flame FC, baby. Let's